Hey everyone, and welcome back. Ready for a deep dive into something pretty wild? We're topping Meta's Orion AR glasses.
AR, huh? Definitely sounds like we're heading into sci-fi territory.
It does, but that's the crazy part. It's becoming very real. And get this, we're going to explore how this new tech could totally shake up virtual real estate.
You mean like actually owning digital land? How's that going to work?
Exactly. Specifically, platforms like Upland, where you can buy and sell virtual property. Imagine being able to actually see those virtual properties like out there in the real world through these glasses.
Whoa, okay, now that's a visual I have to wrap my head around.
Right. I mean, when I first heard about Orion, my mind went straight to Upland.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Totally. But hold on. Before we get too far ahead, for those who haven't heard about Orion, what's the deal with these glasses? What makes them so special?
So basically, from what we're seeing, Meta's vision is way bigger than just a cool gadget.
Oh, like how?
They're saying Orion could replace smartphones altogether.
Whoa, hold up. Replace smartphones. Seriously?
Seriously. Think about everything you use your phone for now.
Calling, texting, browsing.
Exactly. All that integrated into Orion. You're interacting with like a digital layer on top of your real world view.
So instead of staring down at a screen all day, we're looking through these glasses and like seeing information, entertainment, everything just pop up.
Precisely. Walking down the street, turn-by-turn directions on the sidewalk in front of you. Get a notification, it'll look like it's floating in midair.
Okay, that's both really cool and kind of creepy at the same time.
Right. But that's the promise of AR, and Orion seems to be a huge step towards making it a reality.
I can imagine. But how does it even work? How do they blend the virtual and real like that? What's the tech behind it?
Well, from what we've gathered, it's a whole combination of things: advanced sensors, cameras, some serious processing power to map the environment in real time.
Real time, wow.
Yeah, and then it integrates that digital content onto that map. One of the trickiest things is making those virtual objects look like they're actually part of the real world,
Yeah.
even as you move around.
Yeah, like they don't just float off somewhere when you move your head.
Exactly. That takes incredibly precise tracking and rendering, which is a huge technical challenge.
I bet. It sounds like we're talking about some supercomputer level stuff here. Is that even possible with today's tech? So much heavy lifting going on behind the scenes, but let's bring this back to Upland because, that's what we're really interested in, really.
For sure. I mean, that's where things get super interesting. Because right now, Upland's what? It's all on screens, right?
Yeah, you're buying virtual land, but interacting with it on your computer phone.
Exactly. But with Orion, those properties, they could actually be visible, like in the real world.
Oh, wait, hold on. You're telling me I could put on these glasses and instead of seeing a little building on my computer screen, it's like it's actually there.
Pretty much. Well, at least to those wearing the glasses.
Okay. So imagine I'm walking down the street and I see like a virtual coffee shop. But someone built it on their Upland property.
Exactly. Or say there's a virtual concert. But it's happening in an Upland park. You can see the stage, the crowd, all through Orion.
Okay, now that's mind-blowing. That's like next level virtual real estate.
Right. It's not just a website anymore. It's like blended into our world.
Totally. But beyond just, the cool factor, what does this actually mean? Like, what are the real implications here? I know the source material mentioned something about commercial opportunities.
Oh, yeah. Think about it, right?
Yeah.
You've got businesses in the real world and businesses in this virtual world all starting to blend together.
So it's like a whole new world of possibilities for business.
Exactly. Imagine you own some Upland property. You could set up a virtual storefront and anyone walking by with their Orion glasses could see it.
Wait, really? So you could have a shop in Upland and a shop in real life and they could, advertise each other?
Exactly. Or you could have a business that only exists in Upland, but you're drawing in real-world customers, or at least attention, through these AR experiences.
That's wild. The source material even mentions stuff like billboards that only people with AR can see, like personalized ads everywhere you look.
Exactly. No more generic billboards for stuff you don't care about. It's all tailored to you.
Whoa, that's both amazing and a little scary. Talk about a game changer for marketers.
Right. It's huge. And honestly, this is just the beginning. We could see entire business models built around this technology, new forms of entertainment.
New ways of experiencing art, culture, everything.
Exactly. It's the real and the virtual, all merging together.
So with all that potential, owning a piece of the Upland Metaverse, doesn't that make it incredibly valuable?
It could, yeah. Remember how we talked about Upland operating on scarcity? Like there's only a limited amount of virtual land available.
Yeah, just like real estate in the real world.
Exactly. So as more people jump into the metaverse
Mm.
and this line between digital and physical gets blurrier, the demand for that virtual land, it could skyrocket.
It's like a digital gold rush all over again.
In a way, yeah. But that also brings up some big questions, like who gets to own what in this new world
Mm.
and who controls it all? It's definitely something to think about.
It's a lot to unpack, that's for sure. But it's exciting and a little overwhelming at the same time.
I know, right? It's a lot
We-
to take in for sure.
I know, right? It's a lot to take in, but that's kind of the point, isn't it? I mean, this tech, it could change how we live, how we work, even how we see the world. But then there's this whole other side.
Yeah, for sure. Like we're on this crazy edge of tech, right? Venturing into the unknown. And it's not just about the tech itself. It's about what it means for us. Like what happens when the lines between real and virtual get all blurry? How do we even make sense of that? And the source material really dives into this, especially when it talks about what it means to own something in a place like Upland.
It's true. Right now, we think of virtual ownership like, oh, I own this NFT or this digital item. But what if those virtual things start to feel as real as the physical things around us? Does our whole idea of ownership change then?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yes.
It gets really complex. If I can put on these glasses and see your virtual store, even interact with it in a way, does that give it a whole different kind of value, even if I can't physically walk inside?
Right, like it's there, it's real in a way, but also not. It makes you rethink the whole idea of property, of what it means to own a piece of something, even if that something is virtual.
Absolutely. And it's not just a philosophical debate either. This has real-world implications for law, for economics, for how we design our cities, everything.
It's huge. So for someone listening to all this, maybe feeling a little overwhelmed, what's the most important thing to take away from all of this? Where do we even begin to wrap our heads around this stuff?
I think the biggest thing is to stay curious, stay informed, keep an eye on what companies like Meta are doing, explore these virtual worlds for yourself, try to understand the potential and the risks. The future is being written right now, and we all have a role to play in shaping it.
I love that. It's so true. And that's what we're all about here on the Deep Dive, giving you the info you need to navigate this crazy, ever-changing world. If today's Deep Dive sparked a curiosity, we've got links in the show notes to learn more about Upland, Orion, AR, all of it. And until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep looking ahead.